Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Set on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the returner will be brought down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Scanning the field. It's Green. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Past the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They go to the counter. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Getting some heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking off. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Baylor 7, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break.
29, Phil, go!
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Got some room to run. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bears!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Ohio State 0.
And he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Green. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's complete to the left. Open space at the 25. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for the end zone on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Bears will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give. And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Using the quick game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. DB's right up on the receivers. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Green. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Power football with the run. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Here's the handoff. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Finding an escape route. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds us back in the middle. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Green. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Baylor 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. Breaks the tackle. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bears will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll toss it to the left. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Third down play from the gun. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Into the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On second down, looking to throw. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, going up top. Makes a catch past the sticks.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Fleming. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, picked off.
First down throw. Intercepted by Baylor.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.